Well, hello friends, welcome back to OS Hacking. Today we are going to work on some old school Unix stuff. So something that has bothered me forever with Serenity is that I can't run the who command, or the w command for that matter, to see who's logged into the system on which terminals and what they're doing. And I guess that doesn't really work on my modern day Linux machine either. Which is sad because it's a command that I think is really cool if it shows you like all of the terminals you have open and what command is running in them right now. So that's definitely something that I want to have in Serenity. So today we'll be coming up with, I guess we can do a W command. The difference between the two is really mostly about the output format and what information is included. But since W is only one letter, let's go with that. So essentially, we want to have a database of all the currently logged in sessions or whatever. And traditionally, the way that this is tracked in Unix systems is through the utmp file, which I think is in var run utmp. And it's essentially a binary file that just has a sequence of structs that describe each logged in session right now. And I'm not actually sure how it gets written to on Linux, but because I see here that I probably can't write to it because I'm not in that group, right? So maybe some daemon or something writes to it. And I figured we can do something similar. Let's just take a look at it quickly here. So on my host machine, this is what it looks like. So it's like binary data, basically. Some predetermined struct layout. And I figured since this is Serenity, we can do this with JSON instead. But I still want to protect this thing so that any user can't just write arbitrary stuff to it. So we want to have some kind of a privileged helper program that updates the file on our behalf, and then we don't have to have write access to it. So that's what we'll be doing today, and then we'll be turning that information into some kind of W output. Anyway, so I guess the first thing we'll do is we'll make that privileged command thing. So what are we going to call that? The most important decision of the day. We'll call it the utmp update, or I'm just thinking, can we make a dumb pun here somehow? utmp date. It's like update, but also utmp, but it's a little too convoluted. So how about we just call it update utmp. Or maybe utmp update. Yeah, that's fine. Also, why am I doing .com? Where did the .com come from? CPP is what we wanted. .com. Wow. So utmp update. So yeah, so let's put some JSON info in there. And for now, we can just go with the info we need. So really what I want to show is what's the username, what is the terminal that you're logged in on, and when did you start the session, and then I guess the rest we can derive from the proc file system. I'm not exactly sure how to compute idle time of a shell. I don't know, but that's maybe something we should think about too. And we also want to figure out what command is running on that session. We can probably work that out somehow. Anyway, so let's make this thing write down the UID, the terminal name, and the time we logged in. And then we'll have two modes that we run, so you can have one mode that adds an entry to the utmp and one that erases an entry, right? So this will be I guess we're going to use JSON stuff. Okay. libcore args parsers. So I'm thinking syntax would be something like utmp update. I don't know. Add, and then I just say which terminal I'm on. So like dev pts 0, and likewise utmp update -d dev pts 0, and it would remove that entry. And then on other systems, I think when a session closes, it's added to like a history of these things. I think that's what warlog wtmp is. Or let's see, what is WTMP anyway? Logins and logouts. Okay, so it's not quite the same as UTMP. Let's not overthink this. We're just going to do things our way anyway. We're not going to use the same exact format. So, args parser, add option. So we want to have something like what kind of mode this is, right? So add. And then we need the long name, which will be add. Short name is A. Okay, this will work. Add, delete. Maybe create is a nicer mirror to delete. Create. Yeah, that works. Okay. Delete. And then there's no way to say that these are mutually exclusive, but we'll check that manually in a moment. And then after that, we just want a TTY name. Because I think we'll just imply the UID based on who's running this program. I feel like that's the easiest. I think that'll work. And then we can just, like when we start the terminal, we can just run this program from the terminal app. We'll see. I don't know, I haven't figured this all out yet. We'll just do it as we go. Okay, TTY name, and what comes after TTY name? Okay. Then flag create and flag delete. C and D are mutually exclusive. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so the thing is, this is going to be a set GID program, I guess. So we're going to run this with a special group, a group that is allowed to write to var run utmp. So first thing we'll do is we will just edit the script that builds the root file system, because we want to construct that directory. Device nodes, blah blah blah. Okay, so here we'll do var. And then McDeer. Oh wait, var run, let's say. Yes, and then creating the utmp file. I don't know why this format here, but I'm just going to follow it. Touch mount var run utmp chown. So we'll make it like root and then the utmp GID, which, I don't know, let's go grab something from the group file. Okay, so maybe we'll make it group number 5, utmp x5. And yeah, that'll work. We don't need to have a corresponding user account. That is fine. Okay, so let's see that everything comes up all right with these changes. Oh, there should be a done afterwards. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this needs to be writable as well by utmp. But readable by everybody so that we can make the W command. Chmod 664. Okay, and the utmp update program. Chmod, it's going to be damn, what's the set GID bit? Skid 2, right? So 2755 utmp update. Updating utmp. All right. This doesn't work because I need to regenerate my Ninja makefile. Okay. Permissions look good. UTMP update. Looking very spicy here, so I just want to create dev PTS0 or whatever, right, and is set GID root. That's wrong. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting this totally wrong. 2755 chown. Okay. So when you run the UTMP update program, your GID will become, or will be able to become 5. There we are. Very good. Okay. So let's see. Let's print out our UID, GID, okay. That's my EGID. Wait, how do you get the stashed away GID in a setGID program? I don't remember. Okay, it's the EGID. So, what we want to do now is we want to set that as our GID. Or maybe we don't have to, actually. We can just open the file. So if flag create, maybe we don't have to do anything fancy. But we have to load the thing. File or error. First thing we'll do is we'll just open var run utmp. We'll do a read-only first. If that's an error, then we warn. Okay. Otherwise, read all JSON value from string. Oh, it's been a while since I've been using this stuff. Okay, so parse that. If JSON is object. Oh, it's an optional. Has value. Could not parse JSON. Yeah. I guess if we fail to parse it, we can just nuke it, actually. We'll see. All right, and then, you know, maybe we should do something in terminal, CPP, or in the terminal widget. Wait, where do we do this? I guess this goes in the terminal application. So wherever we start the shell, which would be in terminal main, this is where we run a command in the terminal, right? So before we do that, we want to make the utmp entry. So maybe we do that right before we exec. That's kind of awkward. Let's see. So let's do it from the terminal application. So we have the PTS name of the PTMFD. Then our command will be something like, or actually let's use let's not build this up as a command. Let's just do exec. It's not the end of the world if this fails, but it is a bit weird, but it's not the end of the world. So if we don't have a PTS name, okay. So if we're in the forked child, if we're not in the forked child, see, let's just do something like this. C, BTS name, no putter. All right. See if all of this comes together. Okay, so did we get that output? UTMP update. Updating UTMP from this. Yes, very good. Maybe we should include what PID we are actually. PID. Wait, the short name should be like this. The long name should be like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's send the PID as well. And we'll make a PID string, which will just be a, I don't know, we'll just do a stack string here, no big deal. Oh wait, this should be the PID of the shell, actually. So should be PID. PID is the shell PID. Okay, PID 22 was passed to us. Of course, we can't W yet, but we'll get there. So, are we getting this could not parse JSON problem? I guess we probably are. That's okay. So, let's see, previous JSON. Okay. And then JSON, if we do have something, then we would do JSON equal, or previous JSON value is, if it's not an object, that's also not good. But otherwise, we will load the previous JSON as object, okay? And then if create, then JSON set. And then what we want to do here is we just want to set something for this terminal name, I guess. That can be the key. So we want to create a new object that has all the little things. Oops, that will be another JSON object actually. And then what we do finally is we set the TTY name to entry. And then at the very end, we will write out the JSON to the file. Yes. So can we do that as file error? Let's make a helper or file. Something like that. And file dot truncate. Oh, we don't have truncate. Interesting. I guess we could add it. And then we just want to write out JSON to string. Something like that. Okay, so let's add a truncate function. Truncate. It's just going to call f truncate. Then if RC is fail, then set error no. Return false, otherwise return true. Okay, that was pretty simple. Truncation failed. I don't know, so many error conditions here, but I guess we should probably check for them. All right. So we got the PID, we got the UID, we got the, maybe we don't need that much more. We have the TTY. Okay, we'll see what this JSON looks like when we actually check it out. So, it didn't turn into anything. utmp update. What went wrong? Maybe here. It's a read-only file system. Oh, holy moly. Wow. That's true. Well, var run should be writable, so we gotta tweak that. So we need to rebind var. The whole of var could be writable actually. Bind, no dev, no suid. Wait, why is that so weird? Oh, it expects tabs. Okay, that's weird. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, just making sure we're putting actual tab characters. I'm not sure why we have actual tab characters in our FS tab, Okay, so could not parse JSON, but otherwise fine. And then var run utmp is now 35 bytes. So let's see what's in it. Boom. All right, so this is our entry right here. And I guess the PID is just the PID that created the entry. And the UID is the UID that created the entry. But in order to find out what's going on a terminal, really what you have to do is you have to look at proc all. So jp proc all, where we can find the information about every process. But then even so, it doesn't list all of the open files. Although it lists which TTY is controlling them. So let's use Gron and grep for TTY. So, okay, so we can see that some processes here have devpts 0. This is like everything that's running on devpts 0. It doesn't tell us which one is foreground. That's something that we could investigate further. But it's still pretty interesting. So right now, if I wanted to make a W command, I would be able to get the user, the DTY, from, that's like the host that you logged in from. So I guess in our case, that's like you're logging in from a GUI terminal, but we don't really have anything for that. We could add something for that, I suppose. Like a source or from. I guess that kind of works. Okay, let's try it. Okay, and then in the terminal, because then the idea is that like if you log in via SSH or Telnet or something, that we would show something different in that field. Like we would show them the IP address that you're connecting from. So here we'll just say like GUI or terminal. Yeah, terminal. GUI terminal. Okay. How about we just say terminal? All right, so let's turn this into a W command as well. This is pretty fun. I mean, it's like a little bit, it almost feels like a little bit silly, but it's not silly. This is something that I want to have on my system. It's something I dearly miss on Linux. So it's a good combination of fun and useful. So for now, let's not have any arguments to this program. So I think we can just open it up. Core IO device read only. And if that's an error, then fail like that. Okay. Otherwise, read all. Actually, we can even do like this. Boom. Error could not parse or run utmp. All right. But otherwise, JSON value as object. Let's make sure that it's an object. I always forget that. JSON value is object. And we need to include act.json object for each member. Here we go. Key and value. So the key is the terminal name, the TTY name, to string. And then we can print out something here like, I don't know, what's ours gonna look like? So we have user TTY from, we didn't put the login thing, a whole bunch of things that we could add. User, actually let's do something more like this. I don't know exactly. Something like that. User TTY from and login at. And there's a whole bunch of other things, but we'll start with these. Okay. And then value as object for each member. Or no, wait, we don't need to do that. Then we need to extract the UID. To I32. Wait. What kind of type is UID? I don't remember. If it's signed or unsigned. Unsigned. Okay, so to U32. Whereas the PID is signed, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. All right. Very important distinction. And then here, UID. Oh wait, we want a username for that. Do we have something that looks this up in a convenient way? I guess we can just use get pwend. Okay, so get pwuid for UID, and if there's a pw, so if we have a password entry, then username becomes pw name. Otherwise, username becomes string number UID. Yeah. Okay, so user and then TTY characters. And then we have from. characters, and the login time characters. Let's call it login at, actually. Or just login. Login at. Yeah. To string. From to string. Okay. Make sure that we put the login at. And here we want to put the current time. So grab date time, core date time now to string, and that's the default format. I guess that's kind of a cool format. We can use that. It's not going to be this condensed, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, I should probably rerun Ninja, so that W can fail to build because we're not using the PID. Okay, so let's just skip over the PID for now. Key to string does not work because it's already a string, bruh. Okay, so we can just call that TT1. Boom. All right, we need to give a little extra space here so we can fit the TTY name. I'll just call that, I don't know, 12. All right, this is really cool. So now if I open a new terminal, we messed it up. All right. How did we break it? Wait, what's wrong with that? Cannot parse it as JSON. All right. I don't immediately see what's wrong with it. I'm a little bit confused. So let me So what's wrong with this? I don't have JQ. No. Yeah. Just give me JQ. Not that I know JQ, but I know that does something. Okay, so utmp/0 is not defined. What? Oh, wait, back up. So we truncated the thing, but we didn't seek to 0 first. That's interesting. What should happen when you truncate something? Does that reset your file pointer? I never thought about that. Ftruncate. Yeah. Hit me with the POSIX. These functions do not modify the file offset for any open file descriptors associated with the file. On successful completion, if the file size is changed, these functions will mark for update the blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right, so we have to actually, we can't just only truncate, we have to also seek. That's fine. I think we'll do this in 2 steps here. So seek. So the problem was that we just had like two JSON objects in that file. Yes, that's better. And then we open a whole bunch of terminals, and see, you can see them all here. If you try to open more, it doesn't work because we cannot open any more terminals. We only allow 8 concurrent pseudo terminals at the moment. It is a limitation that we have. I just noticed that it says terminal here. That doesn't seem right. And when I move it the first time, it changes. Now that's probably a Windows Server problem. Because the title is correct down here, it's just wrong here. So you need to invalidate the window frame, but that's a completely unrelated issue. So now, it's a little bit of a mess here. So I guess we really need to fix that deleting thing so that you can delete entries, because they're not going to go away on their own. We need to keep track of ourselves and delete them when we close PTY. So in terminal, where did we do this? Terminal main. Run command. Let's see. So I guess we should just set something up so that when we exit this program, like add exit, add exit, and then sort of similar to this, but different. Maybe this should be in a helper function. So utmp add or create pts name ptmfd, or yeah, that works. So it's the TTY, and we also need the PID. Create. Okay, so if the TTY, then we can't do anything. I guess we can actually make this into a generic function that is either create yeah. Otherwise -d. And then we just simply call with true here, and then when we exit, oh wait, we can't see that here because this is oh, stupid add exit. Oh, but we can just do it. If we die unpleasantly, it's okay. We can do it this way. UTMP update. Shell PID. Shell PID doesn't really matter when we're deleting, actually. So that's a delete. Okay, and what does this thing do when you say flag delete? I guess JSON remove tty name. Wait, there is no remove? There's no way to remove from a JSON object? We are discovering new use cases right here. Remove. I guess members remove key. Oh wait, what does that return? Returns true if it removed something. All right. Remove. Find first index key. Oh, wait. Okay. So the JSON object, it keeps this hash map, which is all the entries in the object, and then it has a separate vector with the insertion order, just because sometimes we are expected to keep track of that. It's a little bit weird. So do that, but it's still there. Wonder if we actually ran it. I feel like maybe we didn't. utmp update. Exiting terminal. Updating utmp. Are we actually running this code, I wonder? Okay, we are. All right. So it's just not working. That's fine. So presumably we are here. Removing tty name from utmp. I don't see that. Okay. Oh wait, maybe the this slave terminal name is gone at this point. It probably is. Okay, so let's do this after run command instead. And we'll keep track of it, and run command can actually return the child PID. Be nice. If it fails, it fails. Let's call it the shell PID. Okay, shell PID. All right. Boom. And oh shit, we got crash because we haven't unveiled utmp update. So we have to allow ourselves to run that. That's fine. utmp update. Okay, so look, and it works. That's really cool. That's really very cool. So I like it. So this is like a little bit on the wide side right here. The from section. Also, this guy right here is pretty large, so maybe we'll make him a bit bigger. This should probably be like a Unix timestamp that we can then format nicely somehow. I don't know. But it's not the most important thing in the world. I just wanted to get this basic feature working. So now we actually have a database of the currently logged in users. Run utmp, as you can see here. And if I wanted to remove that file, I cannot. If I wanted to write crap to it, I cannot. Also, what the F? What the actual? This feels like a bug in the shell, I would say. So if our redirection fails, then the output of echo goes on the standard out. Yeah. That's a bug. But it's unrelated to what we're doing. So Ali, if you're watching, that's a bug right there. So let's see. So I guess I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. So I think we'll stop it here and call it a day. So let's do some commits. First with the JSON object change, maybe just adding a remove function. JSON object remove. Actually, since it returns true or false depending on whether something was removed or not, we can propagate that information to our caller. It doesn't really hurt us in any way. So, oh wait, hold on. Okay. And then this is just going to be the truncate change. Yeah. With core, add core IO device truncate. This is just a wrapper around truncate. Today I also learned that ftruncate does not reset the file descriptor offset. Okay. Then let's see. I guess the rest of it we can just do together. So we'll do terminal separately and W separately. Okay. Add a program for updating var run utmp. We to keep track of ongoing terminal sessions. Now have a semi-tradition, sort of traditional var run utmp file. like other Unix systems. Unlike other Unix systems, ours is, of course, JSON. The bin utmp update program is used to update file, which is not writable by regular user accounts. This helper program is set gid utmp. Also, that program should probably pledge, I realize now. So we should do some pledge Rooney. So what do we need? Stadio, Wpath, Cpath, and do we need more? I don't know. If that fails, then yeah. And we gotta unveil var run utmp, read write. Okay. That should be fine. Let's test it out. Might have forgotten something here. And likewise in the W program, we should pledge and unveil as well, although he only needs our path and read access to this file. And then no more unveils after that. Nope. That did not work, so what did I mess up? Rejecting, oh, because we didn't create it. Right. RWC. If the file doesn't exist, we gotta be able to create it. Oh, now I want to look in past WD, but I can't because I haven't unveiled it. That's good. Security mechanisms working as intended. Right. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. So, we'll do that pledge and unveil in a separate commit here. Use pledge and unveil. Okay. Yes. Terminal update. Use utmp update. One, or really this, it's not a one tool, it's more like a sys. It's kind of a system administration tool. I don't know where to put that. We'll ignore that for now. Use utmp update to update var run utmp. Now put entries for interactive terminal sessions in the utmp file. They are removed on terminal exit. When you exit the terminal. Useland, add a simple W program that shows Current sessions. This fetches information from our run utmp and shows the interactive sessions in a little list. More things can be added here to make it more interesting. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today's video. It was a little bit of fun thing to have here, and it's definitely not perfect, but it's a feature I've long wanted, so I'm glad that we've added it. There's probably some things we could do a lot smarter here, but I don't know exactly what yet. We'll figure it out. So if you have any good ideas for this, then let me know. Outside of that, I'm just going to say thanks for hanging out. And it's good to be doing some old school Unix-y stuff here, so with a modern twist, of course. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Bye.